marksmen during the earlier phases. Things such as the Valheim or the Slims might be viable for first pick, pero who knows what strategies might these teams might have prepared.
Pakiramdam mo ba yung ginawa kanina ng both teams sa first series natin, yung ESW? Medyo team-specific ba yung ginawa nila na hindi sila kumukuha ng marksman agad? Or talagang yun lang yung pagkakaintindi nila sa laro?
Ako tingin ko yung Ignis priority yung team-specific yun because honestly, hindi ko nakikita na siya yung pinaka-OP. But speaking of OP na pick, Senyel, which was permaban during our first series, available na ngayon, and Senyel does provide a lot of impact dun sa map. Having that global does help when pressuring the other lanes. He has a lot of effects. Pero ito na a lot of priority on that Ignis.
Mukhang hindi na ata team-specific to. I think this is meta na. And Malok pick, dito, pinuho na talaga nila eh. Kumbaga sabi nila, all in na natin dito. Let's get someone who can frontline at the same time going to the backline as well. Let's just go for the Malok. Pero I think Senyel is going to be a problem for this Malok pa rin kasi alam ko ang skills nito kaya niyang mag-support from afar.
Very tanky, very difficult to kill, and does have that global like you mentioned. Pero even if he does pose a problem for Maxbox Gaming, I feel like yung pick ng Malok dito by Maxbox does provide that global to counter the Senyel at least. Kahit na hindi the same yung range nila, at least nandun pa rin yung effect na pwede rin mag-dive in itong tank na pinick up ng Maxbox.
I guess. And ayun nga, Valheim and the Flash. Ano ba yung nadadala ni the Flash sa isang laro ng AOV?
I mean, the Flash, sobrang ganda ng in and out game niya. He can go in, poke at a target with very high damage, and just immediately get out na halos hindi siya napapunish. He's very difficult to lock down unless meron kang point and click na crowd control na hindi ko pa nakikita on the side of Maxbox Gaming. So mainly damage and poke potential from the Flash. Tingnan natin ano yung dadalhin dito ng Maxbox Gaming.
Alam mo kapag pinili na yung Batman dito, pakiramdam ko hindi kaya. Pero I don't really think Batman is a meta pick or talagang team specific. But Murad, mga kaibigan, ang kinuha nila dito. Speaking of in and out game, yung poke game dito ng The Flash, sino mas magandang in and out game? Si Joker ba or si The Flash? Kasi alam ko si Joker.
Definitely The Flash. Mas maganda talaga yung pag in and out ni The Flash. Joker more of just poke, pero not really that many ways to escape compared to The Flash. Pero
madami talaga siya.
Yeah.
Kasi dati si Joker, parang kapag ka na-libre hindi naman.
Yeah,
pili ang
for sure.
Pero ngayon, nag-iba na ata ang takbo ng laro. And hindi natin alam. Pero Timmy dito, mga kaibigan, nakita niyo naman kung paano ginamit yan kanina. Pero Wukong? Ano?
Maybe this one is team-specific para sa akin, Butters. Pero itong Pain na gonna be locked in here by ACG. Gonna be more healing and shielding added to the team. And more crowd control as well. Does have a lot of AoE stuns. So, gonna be able to at least bring that to team fights against Maxbox Gaming. Ngayon, ano kayong dadalhin ni Gambit dito para itapat sa The Flash? I'm feeling Yorn kaya. Okay.
Meron na ba silang point and click skill or disable dito para sa The Flash? Or
aside from yung sa stun ng Timmy, I don't see that big crowd control available on the side of Maxbox Gaming.
Pakiramdam ba nila? Parang sinasabi lang siguro ng Maxbox dito, yung Timmy sapat na yun, okay na yun. Sige, lagay na lang natin dyan. Pero, eto looking at the draft right now, who do you favor more?
I'm liking Maxbox Gaming just because of the fact that they have a lot of ways to start those fights and stay in those team fights.
And ayun na mga kaibigan, these are the picks for both teams, and we'll be heading to the game shortly. Pero ayun na nga, pakiramdam ko Matchbox Gaming din. I mean, I haven't been updated sa AOV since Season 1 ng PPGL. But the thing is, I do know that the Malok is a good initiator. At the same time, alam ko din si Ignis can deal as much damage as possible. Even though, sabihin natin dito, yung Flash can go in and out. One good stun, I think they have enough damage to take down the Flash talaga.
Yeah, valid points nga dun. And not only as a primary initiator, Malok, good re-engage as well. Na kapag kayong in-engage yan, kaya niyang pumasok and be that counter-attack, that counter-punch that your team needs to turn those fights. And maybe that is what Maxbox Gaming is going for once we do head onto the battlefield.
Pero tingnan natin mga kaibigan, makakatulong ba yung Payna sa ating flash dito? Hindi natin alam, but we'll be heading in a bit. Pero yun nga mga kaibigan, maraming salamat sa ating mga, syempre sa mga sponsors natin, Globe Telecom, Garena, and Menesca Infinity, and syempre, this tournament is brought to you by or organized by MET. So yun na nga mga kaibigan. Paano ba? Ang AOV, syempre, madami-dami din naglalaro nito eh. Grabe yung fanbase nito in the world, internationally. Yeah. And I've been watching, nakita ko yung mga ibang heroes na wala na like, hindi naman necessarily nawala. Pakiramdam ko na katulad yan sila mo kanina, nagdagan lang sila like Violet, Joker, parang nag-fall off na sila bigla. Ano yung nangyaring changes ba talaga sa AOV?
You know, it's a mix eh. Parang, di ba, na-nerf din sila primarily. And dumagdag din, dumami yung mga champions na available sa roster. So, things such as the Senyal became available. Picks such as the Ignis who have been receiving buffs. Yung may have been the reason on why they fell off the meta. Pero I still feel na for specific situations, viable pa rin sila.
They're still playable. Yun na lang talaga yung kailangan natin tignan dito. Ang pinaka nakita ko for this draft, game 1 pa lang naman, pero walang slims na lumabas.
Oo nga.
Walang slims na lumabas, pero yun nga mga kaibigan, let's head on to the battlefield. Ready na ang game natin dito. Nag-iinit na yung mga teams natin. Tingnan natin kung mabilis ba matatapos tong game na to or madalagpasan nila yung second game yung kanina.
Alam mo naman, AOV, very fast-paced. Yung mga 11 to 12 minutes, matagal na yun for an AOV game. And let's see, against a team such as Maxbox Gaming, who is very experienced, very used to the competitive scene, and right now you are going to see them go for this invade. It's very strong with the team.
Pero naglalaban na sila dito mga kaibigan. The right click on X Drask na ipit siya dito. The Wukong is just trying to get out mga kaibigan. Pero ito medyo napapaalis dito yung Maxbox Gaming. Pero they're just trying to fight this mga kaibigan. Eman using the flicker to get out. At si Y22 nandito pa rin. And ang daming nangyari mga kaibigan. Pero Payna will be the first blood dito. And they will get the Might Golem. Pero si Lloydie, naku.
Oh, nabuhay si Lloydie.
Uy. Ito na ang problema. Si Drask pumasok pa rin. Pero Drask will go down. Si Lloydie, kakaunti na lang. Kakalabitin na lang siya ng Might Golem. Kaso nakataka siya bigla.
Nakita mo yung intention ni Drask doon. Trinay niya bumalik para makuha yung kill kay Lloydie. Kasi nakita niya sobrang baba na ng HP niya. And the Might Golem actually almost finished him off. Pero going back, Maxbox super confident to go for that invade because they have the team. Nakita mo yung mga stun almost landing onto 3-4 members most of the time. So, a lot of value from that.
Experience talaga yung Maxbox Gaming. Matchbox tuloy. But Maxbox Gaming is just showing na they know the timings of the champions na meron dito, yung ACG. Ginawa nila, nag-back muna sila ng onte, nag-fake back sila, sabi nila, hindi natin kailangan hindi natin kailangan pilitin masyado. Kapag na-damage sila ng onte, tsaka tayo bumalik, tsaka natin kunin. So,
doon nga natin nakita, Butters, yung execution nila. Kaya binibigyan natin ng praise yung Maxbox Gaming. That's why we consider them one of the toughest teams to face dito sa PPGL. And nakita natin doon, the execution, like we were mentioning, is what won them that fight, but I wonder what the pause is about. I hope we do get back into the game.
We do get back. Yeah. Sana nga makabalik tayo sa game agad. But ito na nga, Maxbox Gaming, for the side of ACG, ano bang kailangan nilang gawin dito para manalo? I mean, this is a tall order for them to do. Na kalabanin yung champions. I mean, Valor Cup, hindi maliit na tournament yun. I think Brand eSports is there as well. Hindi push over ang Brand eSports. So if you win in that tournament na ganun yung nangyari, may iba sa'yo, may dating ka.
Alam mo, personal experience, I feel like the way that ACG needs to play to win against Maxbox Gaming is find a way to play around the teamy. Kasi yung ultimate niya can turn fights like we saw during our first best of 3, diba? Na bait na pumasok against Kimochi yung ESW. Pero if ACG are able to find a solution for that teamy in those team fights, I feel like that would be their primary win condition for this game specifically.
Ayun nga kasi kung iniisip mo, Malok will probably be the funnel for all the damage dito coming out from ACG. And kapag kunyari na revive siya ng teamy, round 2 with a Malok, ang laking bagay nun para sa side ng Maxbox Gaming that could give them the win dun sa mga early skirmish at the same time dun sa mga clashes na mangyayari. Pero ito mga kaibigan, ready na ang ating game. Babalik na tayo uli dito.
Yan, alam mo, not only for the Malok, as well as the Yorn, the Marksman, Gambit as well on that Ignis. Basically, anyone on the side of Maxbox Gaming can be revived by that team, and unless ACG are able to find answers for that, I feel like maabuso na itong Maxbox Gaming yung pick nila na teamy.
Pero ito nga, parang Chisto, the flash dito on the middle lane. Sino bang lamang dito? I think in terms of poke, sino ba yung nakakalamang sa kanila? Is it the Ignis? Is it the Flash?
This early into the game, you have to favor Gambit, considering na meron na siyang 2 kill already on that Ignis after that invade. So he does have a bit of advantage in terms of items and experience. So we will be able to shove in the Flash. Pero if the Flash is able to play safely enough, not get chunked out, he does have windows where he can punish an immobile champion such as the Ignis.
Yun nga kasi talaga sa mga ganitong fast-paced games, kahit sabihin mong malamangan ka lang ng isang level, sobrang laking bagay na yun in terms of damage scaling. But still, dito sa may baba, Valheim, kanina pa siya pinipilit ng team, binabatuan siya ng hook dito just to get him closer. Pero ito, Alpha Cat, mga kaibigan, binabato-bato dito ni Valheim. Pero Valheim, I don't really think he has the kill potential. Pero ito na, ang Maxbox Gaming, they want the kill and they will get it. Alpha Cat dito with that secure.
And speaking of kill potential, 1v1 medyo mababa yung kill potential nito ni Alpha Cat. Pero pag dinala niya yung buong Maxbox Gaming, instantly deleted etong Valheim.
Yun yung pinaka-problema niya doon kasi hindi niya nakita na may mga padating talaga. Pinilit niya pa eh. Actually, siya yung aggressor doon eh.
Yeah.
Siya talaga yung pumapasok. Nakita ng Maxbox Gaming. Sabi, gusto niyan. Sige, bigyan natin. But, eto Lloydie dito, kasi dati naalala ko ang Murad, nag-aano siya nag-split push madalas. Ganun pa rin ba yung playstyle niya ngayon or lumalaban na rin talaga siya?
He can opt to do split push because he is fairly difficult to lock down, but he can also opt for skirmishes such as now. Here we see a fight. Malok coming in with the knock up. Wukong will be the first casualty of this fight. Dragon still hitting away at anyone. Lloydie takes down the Flash. Still no kills going over to the side of ACG. 3-4-0 na for Maxbox Gaming. It looks like they will also pick up the Dragon off of this, or they can just choose to back off.
Alam mo, sa napapansin ko sa mga nakikita nating laban dito, it seems to me that Maxbox Gaming has the better chase potential than ACG. Kasi kapag kunyari nag-collapse sila tapos nagtakbuhan na dito yung side ng ACG, parang wala talagang yung madaling makakapag-disengage sa kanila lahat. Well, maybe the Flash can do it, pero yung others, hindi sila ganun kabilis eh.
Yeah, it's fairly all in here for the side of ACG. And if they're able to survive, di maganda para sa kanila. They have the Sentinel, they have the Payna to try and get through the burst of Maxbox Gaming. Pero ang laki din ng survivability na available dito sa side ng Maxbox Gaming with the teamy as well. Walang casualty yung Maxbox Gaming nung fight na yun. And actually 4 members went down. Still no kills for ACG. You just see how difficult it is for them to actually get anything set up. And Dragon as well going to Maxbox Gaming. All objectives just favoring their side right now.
Alam mo, ito yung sinasabi natin the veteran experience. Maxbox Gaming, they know what to take. Alam nila kung paano nila gagawin yun. Alam nila kung kailan yung item or anong kailangan nilang items para makuha yung certain objective na yon. And they just go for it. And ACG, wala silang sagot kahit ano doon. Pero dito mga kaibigan, Alpha Cat is actually getting ganked by 3 champions dito. Pero dun sa may baba, they will get another tower. And that tower will be secured. Pero dito sa may gitna mga kaibigan, Ignis, pinipilit siya dito nila Drask. Pero Drask mga kaibigan, tutumba siya bigla. And Cooling will actually try to run away. But still, the chase from the side of Maxbox Gaming is just way too good. Hindi nila kaya tamakbo.
Yeah, kita mo dun, Butters. Trinay kunin ng ACG yung unang kill nila ng game na to kaso the turnaround from Maxbox Gaming. Ang bilis na-collapse ng teamy dun and they might take down this high ground tower as well. Lloydie actually jumps in here. Can he get taken down? The Flash trying to chase him down in and out. So wala pa rin kill na mo pick up dito yung ACG. Maxbox Gaming just looks so dominant right now.
They want the perfect game. And I mean, second series natin to for the day. First game ata nila to. And they want the confidence. At pag nakuha nila to ng perfecto, confident na sila buong araw eh. Ito iba yung dating nila sa kanila.
Yeah, laking momentum nun para sa Maxbox Gaming. Now, let's see. They are hammering away on this tier 2 tower. Wala pa rin sagot etong ACG, but we will see a fight where it immediately deletes the Valheim. So much damage there. Walang sagot etong ACG. Maxbox Gaming can't push for more.
It's pretty much one-sided at this point. I do think na kaya na tapusin ng Maxbox Gaming to ngayon. And three champions actually, pero pumasok pa dito si Y22 is trying to deal as much damage as possible, pero I don't think it will be enough to take down anyone from the side of Maxbox Gaming, and this might be a perfect game for the side of Maxbox Gaming, mga kaibigan. Ito na, perfect game na to.
Yeah, only the core remains, Kaso, since they don't have any minions to actually push along with them, they are being respectful here, not wanting to give up the perfect game scenario. Tingnan natin though, can ACG deny the perfect game? Because honestly, it's probably the smallest mental win that they can get right now, considering they are getting stomped. But here comes the fight. Y22 not gonna get anything as the flash. There's just so much damage. The goal lead is so apparent for Maxbox Gaming. Wala na nakukuha.
Pero ito mga kaibigan, nagkakaroon tayo ng onting stall dito coming out from ACG, pero I don't think it is enough. They're just delaying the inevitable dito. And ito na yung core mga kaibigan, unti-unti na bumabagsak, and si Drask, pinipilit niya talaga kumuha ng kill, but I don't really think kaya niya mga kaibigan. And this is it. Game 1 goes to Maxbox Gaming.
19-0 ang final na scoreline ng game na yun. I feel like tama lang sabihin na very one-sided yun para sa Maxbox Gaming. Very dominant start for their run in this PPGL. Pero yes, great game from Maxbox Gaming.
Is it the draft?
I feel like it's Maxbox not only in draft but also outclassing every individual player on the side of ACG.
Kasi in terms of sustain, they have the pain na naman to actually cover up yung yung hindi sila makapag-disengage ng maayos. Pwede na i-cover up yun with the sustain. Pero kasi parang hindi dumating yung point na nagkumpul-kumpul dito yung ACG. Parang solo-solo gaming sila. They were playing like individuals. At nung nangyari na yung time na yung Maxbox Gaming, pinilit na lahat ng kailangan nila gawin. Doon lang sila nagsama-sama. Hindi na okay yung game para sa ACG.
Yan, alam mo, Butters, kahit nandun nga yung sustain gaya na sinabi mo, kahit nandun yung Senyal for the healing, the pain as well, just the burst, the pure burst coming from Maxbox Gaming, the Mura, the Ignis, just so much AoE. And it just shows how far ahead they were during these fights. And tumuloy-tuloy lang yung snowball nila. And ACG just not picking any of these kills up means that Maxbox effectively shut them down throughout this entire first game.
And alam mo, for MOBAs kasi, usually, pagka tayo nag-Currycraft tayo and everything, yung mga sustain na yan, tinitake into account talaga natin Paano kapag ka-binurse down mo may mga sustain? Ang ginawa dito ng Maxbox Gaming, simple lang. Yung sustain nila, i-out-damage natin. Parang ganun lang yung nangyari talaga dito sa game na to.
Yeah, and you have to think about how Maxbox Gaming got to that point na hindi na kinaya ng ACG yung damage nila. They were just from the first minute ng game na to, from the start, yung invade pa lang, setting Gambit up for success. Giving him those 2 kills early meant that they went on and just perfect gamed ACG.
And dito, kumukuha nila ng kahit isang kill yung ACG. I think sobrang laking factor para sa kanila na makakuha ng isang kill. Na hindi sila mabigyan ng perfect. Kasi pakiramdam ng perfect game. Kasi pakiramdam ko, the mental, yung mental fortitude mo as a player or as a team, yung sama-sama kayo, parang may chip yun sa sa ego nyo, sa shoulder nyo, na kapag perfect game tayo, baka hindi talaga natin nakaya hanggang game 2. This is a best of 3 series. Kapag a best of 3, kailangan talaga yung composure mo all throughout the games. Tuloy-tuloy lang Talagang flatline ka lang Para kahit papano, cool lang yung head mo. Hindi ka masyadong nag-iisip na, di ba, hindi natin talaga kaya na 0-19 tayo bigla.
Yeah, I definitely agree with your point there, Butters. Now, kung kayo nga yung winning team, it's great for us, momentum. Pero kung kayo yung losing team, nakaka-deflate talaga yung na-perfect game kayo ng ganun. But, just can't argue with the results. Sobrang galing ng game na yun from Maxbox Gaming.
Well, I mean, ACG dito, they still have a chance to get back to that confidence na nawala nila dun sa may game 1. At least, kahit papano, di ba, nandun pa rin yung chance. And ACG, paramdam ko, if they can't win this game 2, wag nila ibigay yung ganong ka-easy na win para sa side ng Maxbox.
Yeah.
Kasi alam ko may lower brackets pa tayo and kapag ka na-deflate yung yung ego mo, yung composure,
baka tuloy-tuloy na lang.
Tuloy-tuloy na, downhill na yun from lower bracket. It affects the players talaga totally. So, malaking bagay yung mental capacity or mental fortitude ng isang team, lalo-lalo na sa mga BO3s or lalo na sa tournament na to.
Lalo na, baka mahaba pa yung araw nila since may lower bracket pa nga. So, they will have more matches to be played.
Well, at least kahit pa paano, kung sabihin natin mangyari man yun, they still have time to like take a break. Kahit pa paano
merong reset.
Parang reset lang. Hindi naman kasi sobrang bilis lang yung snap of a finger na kaya mong gawin eh. But still, ano ba ang kailangan gawin dito ng ACG para talo na yung Maxbox? After nung lahat ng... That was a massacre. As in.
Yeah. Alam mo, looking at solutions that they might have to take out Maxbox, one of the best AOV teams in the country right now, I feel like they have to find out something na hindi, just find some cheese siguro against Maxbox. Something Maxbox isn't prepared for. Try to throw them off.
Ayun.
Pero I also feel like at the same time, Maxbox would be prepared for anything that ACG might throw at them.
Kasi the thing about cheese picks is I don't really like them kapag game 2 na and down by 1 ka. Kasi you're just prolonging yung pag-transition nyo sa game 3.
Ang laki ng risk.
And I don't really think na yung cheese pick mo ng game 2 madadala mo dito against a team of this caliber sa game 3. Napakaramdam mo same result pa rin yung mangyayari. But still, ganun talaga eh. I mean, para sa isang team na alam nila lahat ng ginagawa nila, they know how to play with the meta, kailangan ang ACG dito, they need to pull something out of their bags or yung parang yung sa sleeves nila, pull out something there and lagay lang nila doon. Parang sabihin nila, kung dito gumana, edi okay, talo tayo.
Yeah. Kaso you have to consider, it is Maxbox gaming they are facing. So whatever you pull out of your sleeves, baka merong mas marami, baka doblehin pa yan netong Maxbox gaming.
Hindi natin alam, baka Maxbox gaming, sila pa yung may ano dito, may cheese dito, hindi natin alam. Well, it is what it is mga kaibigan, but still, Game 2 is coming up next. So, dyan lang kayo. Huwag kayong aalis. Hindi naman tayo magbe-break. We're just waiting for the draft. At, ano ba? Talk question. Parang wala na kasi tayong pag-uusapan doon sa game na yun. Talagang total dominance lang
ang hirap maghimay ng game kapag sobrang one-sided. Kasi halos wala kang mariread na possible solutions or adjustments na pwedeng gawin hindi kasi they didn't have a specific shining moment yung ACG. Whereas for Maxbox, do they really need to make any adaptations?
Parang wala eh.
If they stick to the strategy they used, diba, they can once again probably find another stomp against ACG. Pero it feels like na-cover na namin ni Butters. Karamihan na pwedeng pag-usapan doon sa game na yun. Pero we have more games to look forward to, diba? Mamaya Bren eSports will be playing, so that is one more thing to look forward to.
Sino ba mga top dogs ngayon ng AOV local scene aside from Maxbox?
Bren, Eurasia Superfly, mga ganun.
Is Will still relevant?
Yes, Will as well.
Pareho pa rin ba sila or nagkumpul na lang sila sa isang team? Kasi alam ko dati may Will New Era.
Yung Will New Era players, they moved to Maxbox Gaming.
Okay, so this is Will New Era.
Yes. I'm not sure who the roster of Will Gaming now is.
Pero mamaya natin alamin yun. Kasi mamaya may laro din sila against Bren eSports. Pero yun nga mga kaibigan. Maraming salamat sa pag-aantay. I think the draft is now up. So we'll be heading there right now.
Ayun na kaya ano yung maging adjustments netong ACG? Kasi yun yung tanong natin, di ba? Nahimay natin lahat na nangyari noong game 1 na yun, which was very, very one-sided for Maxbox Gaming, and it seems like they will be banning away Senyel first here on the blue side.
Murad naman dito sa kabila mga kaibigan for the side of ACG. Ayaw na nila. Yan yung tumapos sa kanila kanina.
Yep. I couldn't agree more dun sa Murad nga yung tumapos sa kanila. Do they remove 3 picks though that Maxbox had during their first game? That is my question. If ACG are willing to invest that much dito sa drafting phase na to. We're waiting on Maxbox Gaming's second ban. Here could be anything. They don't have to adjust that much.
Yeah. And is this an Arum ban?
Arum, yes.
Yeah, this is an Arum ban and another Cricknack ban. Here for the side of ACG and Cricknack.
Wala pa tayo nakikitang Cricknack ngayon.
Yeah,
It has been permabanned.
The ban itong ban na to, parang paramdam ko sobrang takot sila dito sa champion na to for some reason. Na ang dami natin nakikitang Ignis, ang dami natin nakikitang sabihin natin Timmy, pero ngayon natin si Timmy na ban na. But Lindis pa rin ang binan dito mga kaibigan ng ACG.
Now, ang tanong ko is, does Maxbox Gaming go for the Ignis first pick here? Yun yung, if we go throughout the trend for the day, that is what you're expecting them to go for, though marami pa rin ibang priority picks na available. such as the Valheim being hovered right now. And you have to imagine, kapag kinuha ng Maxbox ng Valheim dito, it will trade over the Ignis over to the side of ACG, which is what you should normally do and not give it over to Maxbox Gaming.
Alam mo, anong usual face ng Ignis kapag pinipick dito?
Usually high priority considering the trends that have gone on today.
Sa first pick siya or dun sa first 2 picks?
First two, very early sa drafting.
Okay.
That is the
So, talagang sineset up siya with another champion. Okay.
Pero Y22 gonna stick to the Flash here. Not much success. Hindi natin nakita yung high impact na in and out that the Flash is known for. Crash though is available for this game. So, ACG does have the ability to reset those team fights with the Crash ultimate. Ngayon, does Maxbox go for the Ignis? That is...
It's still open. I
Yes.
mean, they still have that option. But Y22 pa rin mga kaibigan with the Flash. I mean, hindi naman natin siya ma-judge kung ano yung naging impact niya talaga kanina kasi you wouldn't really expect a Flash to thrive in those kinds of situations na you don't have your items and you're trying to deal as much damage as possible. Tapos dun yung mga heroes dito, yung mga champions rather, ng Maxbox Gaming, ang dami na nilang items, nag-scale na sila ng maayos.
Yeah, and I think binanggit mo to nung game 1 na drafting phase. Wala tayong nakitang slims.
Wala.
From both sides, even though available siya. So, ito na yung magiging adaptation ng ACG, at least with the slims, they will have more ways to punch through the front line of Maxbox Gaming, that Thane and the Roxy. I believe, anong i-prepare netong ACG with their slims?
Do they have stuns na for the side of ACG?
They have a bit of crowd control with the Crash. They have a stun on slims. Pero, tingnan natin, they do have more... They have a lot of time.
Nanggagaling yung stun ni Slim sa spear niya, di ba?
Yes, his Q.
His Q.
Yung skill shot niya, babato niya, tapos may stun sa dulo.
Is it enough time yung stun ni Crash na patamain yung stun dito ni ano?
It's very difficult to set up because Crash has a knock up. Pero speaking of setup, ito si Mina for sure. Now they have that crowd control. That initial crowd control, it's very easy to land para ma-set up yung spear neto ni Slims. Pero anong maging response dito ng Maxbox Gaming? Raz locked in for Gambit. Yan ang itatapat niya sa Flash. And the Violet as well. So double marksman para sa Maxbox Gaming. A lot of damage available for their side.
I was actually expecting na Nacroft na yung kukunin nila, but they stick with the Violet. And ito yung mga ito yung mga champions ng season 1 talaga na inaabuso ng todo-todo. Pero a Wonder Woman pick, double DC ba tayo dito?
Yes. Yeah, double DC tayo. Hindi pa nabubuo yung Justice League though. So kinulang ito.
May possibility na ba na mabuo? You have Superman.
Feeling ko para mabuo yung Justice League, kailangan mo si Superman at si Batman.
Okay.
Sila talaga yung
Okay. There's still a possibility, no? Kasi may Superman, may Flash, may Wonder Woman, may Batman. Tapos sino yung isa?
Si Joker yung isang DC character na alam ko, pero hindi naman siya part
hindi naman siya part ng Justice League. Actually, kalaban siya ng Justice League. Pero, eto, Raz pick. I've seen this champion na nilaro dati ni Leather Goods from the side of Bren eSports. Is he still is he still explosive?
Yeah, very. Sobrang high ng damage output nito ni Raz. Pero you have to have the skills, the mechanical ability to actually pull him off. Because if you're not confident with your abilities on Raz, it can be very easy to mess up your combos once you are in the game. So I think Gambit is very confident with his experience na kaya niya mag-execute. Especially from the momentum from the first game. Siyempre, iniisip niya, okay, maybe I can bring out something a bit more riskier like the Raz.
Ang I know the Raz is a very mobile champion. Kaya niyang mag-flank bigla, then he can just push back yung dun sa side niya, yung mga assassins or mga marksman man kung kailangan dito for the side of ACG. Is he a good counter against a Flash or no?
He's fairly decent against the Flash. I've seen more people in the past lane Liliana against the Flash, but Raz is also a viable matchup. But I do believe the game is ready, guys. We will be heading onto the entire battlefield for Game 2 between ACG and Maxbox Gaming.
Ayun na nga, katulad ng pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Siyempre, I know that Gambit dito, that Raz, is very mobile din. So technically, if Y22 moves out, kaya niyang habulin yun. He has the capability to do it, diba? Pero I do think na walang stun si Raz, or he has a mini stun or kahit pa paano.
Has a mini pushback, but like I mentioned earlier, you need to be mechanically confident with your abilities to play the Raz para mahuli mo yung flash, and Slash does have that very potent in and out game now. AlphaCat will get pulled back in here. There are a lot of members dealing damage to him. I think ACG might just pick up first blood here. Wonder Woman does pick up the first kill of the fight. Kaya pa bang makahanap ng kill dito ng ACG? Looks like the answer is no. Both teams will just disengage and back off.
Sabi nila dito, yan yung utang namin sa inyo kanina. Yan yung utang nyo sa amin kanina. Hindi nyo kami binigyan ng isang kill. Early in the game, kukunin na namin agad. Pero look at those knockbacks. Look at those knock-ups, mga kaibigan. Nanabato dito ng Maxbox Gaming. Pero hindi nila ipipersa. And napansin ko Maxbox Gaming, hindi nila sinecure yung sa kanilang jungle, yung might golem nila. They went for the other side. So, ang lineup ba dito ng Maxbox Gaming hindi ganun kaganda early?
Yeah, not that strong compared to ACG level 1, but Rubik's is caught out here. 3 members of ACG might just pick up their second kill, but Gambit wants to turn around this fight. There's a lot of damage coming from the Raz. Napaka-low ng members dito ng ACG. I think Maxbox Gaming will force them out, but no kills gonna happen.
Paramdam ko yun yung kailangan nila ingatan mamaya. Mahuli sila ng mga knock-up na ganun.
Alam mo, you have to think about it. Available yung perfect game dito para sa ACG.
Yeah.
Kahit 2 minutes pa lang ang nakakalipas, pwede silang bumawi with the perfect game here if they don't give up any more kills.
Kapag ka nagawa nila yon, yung confidence sila abot langit na nun. Kasi this is a top team. And alam mo yon, they are experienced. But if they get that, ang laking sampal sa mukha ng Maxbox Gaming na.
Yeah, kaso not quite the perfect game in terms of objectives as Maxbox Gaming just pick up the first dragon of the game. Now Wonder Woman might get taken down here.
Wala na tayong perfect game. Ito na mga kaibigan, natatakbuhan na dito. Wonder Woman, pero pinipilit pa rin nila kunin yung kill. Pero si Gambit nandun sa may likod. And the perfect game is now gone for the side of ACG. Nakuha nila yung kill, wow. It
only lasted for 2 minutes. Hindi pa payag yung Maxbox Gaming.
Okay, perfect game for 2 minutes. I think that's okay against Maxbox.
Yeah, yeah, I think win na rin yun para sa ACG in a sense considering the results of that first game. Pero yun nga, I feel like they are in a better situation now kung ikukumpara mo dun sa naunang game against Maxbox Gaming.
Pero alam mo, for experienced teams, for these veterans, etong mga pagkukuha nila ng tower, makuha nila ng dragon, unti-unting nagpa-pile up yan Ito na nga sinasabi natin, nagkaroon ng kill doon mga kaibigan sa flash. But still, pinipilit pa rin dito ng ACG kunin yung tower dito sa may taas for the side of Maxbox Gaming. But still, wala, hindi talaga nila kaya. Kumbaga, handa yung Maxbox Gaming sa lahat na binabato nila dito.
Yeah, ang laki nung in-invest ng ACG. Now here comes the counter-attack by Maxbox Gaming. Gambit has roamed up here, pero I feel like the investment will finally pay off. If ACG take down the tower, now here comes the re-engage by Maxbox Gaming. So many knockups coming from the Raz. One more shot onto the Crash will take him down. For now, he does survive. Hindi pa nakaka-pick up na kill etong Maxbox Gaming. Once again, I feel like we saw this earlier in the mid lane. Deja vu para sa Maxbox Gaming. Just chunking out the members of ACG.
Ganito lang talaga yung game plan nila It's okay not to kill those champions as long as you get them back into base. Kasi for fast-paced games, yung uptime mo sa lane, yung pagkuha mo ng XP, means more than actually getting the gold. Well, actually, gold is still a factor here. Pero kapag nag-scale yung skills mo, nakapag-deal sila ng decent damage, you still have a chance.
Yeah, kung isipin mo, Butters, feeling ko bonus yung kapag nakuha nila yung kill in that situation. But those members that were forced back into base did allow Maxbox Gaming to take 2 towers off the map. That is still global gold for their entire team. And I feel like that is still worth it. Tignan mo yung gold lead dito. Biglang naging 3,000 in favor of Maxbox Gaming. And gaya nga na sinasabi mo earlier, yung objectives for those experienced teams, nagpa-pile up na yan against ACG. And you have to feel na nararamdaman nila yung pressure dito.
Is Clutch Guild still a top tier team? But mamaya natin pag-usapan yan mga kaibigan. Nagkakaroon tayo ng on-skirmish dito. And Flash just using his kit, just trying to take down Gambit. Pero Gambit, hindi siya magiging faced doon sa lahat ng binato nila. Pero dalawa na nakakap dito mga kaibigan. Si Predict, si Predict mga kaibigan, ay nasa gitna pero Y22 will go down. Ang bilis ng mga laban dito talaga sa AOV, sobrang action pack and calling dito will be the next target for the side of Maxbox Gaming. And they will get that kill.
Yeah, and they might push for more here. Kahit na makunat yung Crest, habang naka-ultimate siya, walang makunat kapag 5 member ng Maxbox Gaming yung umaatake sa'yo. They will take down this tier 2 tower. Not gonna push in further since mabilis pa rin yung respawn timers. But yeah, that's still definitely a win for Maxbox Gaming.
Is Clutch Guild still a top team? Or have they disbanded now?
I'm not sure whether or not they have actually disbanded. Pero I do remember from recent memory, they are a top team as the Flash. Not quite the fastest man alive dun. Parang hindi siya pinagalaw neto ni Alpha Force.
Actually, pwede naman the fastest headbar alive. Ang bilis ng headbar niya dun sobra. Pero another Abyssal Dragon here. Gonna go to the side of Maxbox Gaming. And eto na yung sinasabi natin. The veteran experience is just piling up. ACG, nakakuha sila ng isang kill, pero pakiramdam ko hanggang isang kill na lang ata uli sila dito. Just because yung aggression nanggagaling sa Maxbox Gaming. But yung Dark Slayer ba mamaya-maya lalabas na dito? And tingin mo ba Maxbox Gaming will be aiming to get that or kaya na nila tapusin to ng walang ganun?
Yeah, I feel like luxury pa yun pag kinuha din nila yung Dark Slayer just to try and end the game. And you know, at this point, I feel like it's safe to say na binigay ng Maxbox Gaming yung first blood doon to instill Fozo. Long con yun para sa Maxbox Gaming, unfortunately. Para dito sa ACG as, once again, the Crest will get picked off here. Gonna get pushed back by the Thane. Now, perfect game ba? Pero may 1 kill.
May 1 kill. I mean, balato na lang namin sa inyo yun. Pero ito the Dark Slayer will be a win more thing for the side of Maxbox Gaming. They don't really need it. Pero ito yung Slims, is he scaling as fast as the other champions here from the side of Maxbox Gaming or hindi na talaga?
I mean, he's trying to scale kaso the pace that Maxbox Gaming is playing at hindi na siya hinahayaan mabigyan ng lugar para mag-farm dito since all of the towers are going down. The Slims does not have a jungle to go to. Isang camp na lang yung tinatry yung challenge dito.
Nakuha pa ata ng ni Gambit.
Muntik na mga, I think that actually went to the Slim, small win, pero...
Actually, nakakalungkot din kung nakuha pa ni Gambit yun.
Yeah, pero nakita mo nga yung point, diba, na nag-close in na yung map. He's being confined to his base, so the Slims isn't scaling as fast as he should be if he wants to be the primary carry for ACG.
And ito mga kaibigan, si Flash pumasok pa ulit dito. They're trying to get Rubik's and the others, pero Lloyd di mauhuli mga kaibigan. This is a 10-2. Hindi na magiging perfect game totally dito for the side of Maxbox Gaming, but they're still trying to fight. At eto, gusto nila tapusin to mga kaibigan. Y22 gets caught out with that ultimate, but still Kuling just in front of everyone, just trying to tank those damage up. Wonder Woman will get picked off as well, and Slims, siya na lang nag-iisang buhay dito for the side of ACG.
Yeah, it is 4-for-2 in favor of Maxbox Gaming. Can they push down on the high ground towers here? Buhay pa rin yung Valheim nila, so they do have a marksman to shred through these towers. And going back to the draft, since double marksman etong Maxbox Gaming, if you're able to take out one of them, there's still one more damage threat, diba? Nakita natin at the start of that fight, everything was committed onto Lloydie, but the Valheim was still up. So that way, Maxbox Gaming were able to still turn the tides of the fight despite one of their main damage sources being taken down early.
Hindi issue para sa kanila mawala ng isang tao dito. I think if Rubik's siya yung siya yung mawala, I think they will have a problem because they won't really have a problem kasi may alpha cut pa rin naman sila. Si Roxy I think is a tankish champion din, so hindi talaga problema.
Yeah, tinatin, can ACG actually find more of those pickoffs? Because I feel like if they're able to focus down a single target on Maxbox Gaming, preferably a damage dealer such as the Violet or the Valheim, they do have a bit of hope to win those fights. And considering na yung Slims nila is positioning himself quite well, siya lang yung hindi namatay during that previous fight, but ang laki pa rin ng lead na hinaharap dito ng ACG.
And dito, kumakatok na lang sa pintuan ng ACG itong Maxbox Gaming. They take down that tier 3 tower nang hindi man lang nako-contest talaga dito ng totoo ng ACG. Lahat ang baan ng mga kaibigan, pero si Rubik's trying to get an initiate. Pero ito, Crest mga kaibigan, lumaban na rin. Pinilit niya iba to yung mga skills niya dito, pero Gambit just going for that Crest, and Kuling dito will go down. Next ata dito mga kaibigan, si Eman. And they just fall down one by one, and that is it. Another 2-0 for our second series of the day.
Yeah, that's pretty decisive, pretty dominant win by Maxbox Gaming. The first